What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys one of the most underwhelming mythical Pokemon for ranked Regulation J. We got ourselves Meloetta. Now, when it comes to Meloetta, this Pokemon is, like I said, very underwhelming. It's very mediocre, but still, nonetheless, we're going to be trying it out today, trying to rock out with it, trying to grab some wins, and seeing how it does. Now, Meloetta over here is a normal and psychic type Pokemon, rocking Serene Grace and the Assault Vest as item. For its move pool, pretty crazy. I mean, we got Psychic, we got Shadow Ball, Thunder, and U-Turn. Wide variety of moves. Should work well, especially paired up with Kyogre, considering Thunder can hit 100% of the time. And plus, you got Serene Grace on top of that, which actually boosts the after effect. So maybe we can get off a lot of paralyzes with it. Like I said, very underwhelming Pokemon. We're going to be using it today. We got Kyogre also on today's team with Calm Mind and Origin Pulse. And then to pair up with Kyogre, Tornadus. Who else, right? Rain Dance, Bleak Wind Storm, Tailwind, Protect. And then final three Pokemon, Urshifu, Amoonguss, and Incineroar. I feel like I don't really need to talk about any of these Pokemon, considering they're just standard meta Pokemon, but Incineroar has Taunt. You might use that a bit differently. And Urshifu with the Choice Scarf. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? Another code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Meloetta in ranked Regulation J. First match on its way, going up against Magearna. Now this team right here is definitely a Trick Room team with Porygon 2 on it, Conkeldurr, and Araquanid. It's screaming Trick Room. And how can we kind of counter this? I mean, I have Taunt. They don't really have a Follow Me user, so honestly, Incineroar right off the rip, pretty good here. So I'm going to end up leading Incineroar. I'm going to bring Meloetta and Kyogre in the back end, and I just think like Urshifu here early on could be really good. Or I could lead Kyogre and then bring Amoonguss and Meloetta. That actually sounds pretty nice. Not really. Not really, considering they have Charizard. We're just going to skip out on Amoonguss, right? We're just going to skip out on Amoonguss. Even though Amoonguss would be good if they get off Trick Room, like Amoonguss would just be top tier, just being able to put Pokemon to sleep and outspeed him at the same time within that Trick Room. I feel like we can kind of counter Trick Room pretty good here. Porygon 2 pops out here with Magearna. Yeah, we're definitely taunting the Porygon 2. And we're definitely just going to attack this Magearna, right? Surging Strikes, just in case it protects here as well. It's pretty solid. I mean, it could Gleam. So, do I want to Terrasilize? I mean, I could. I could Terrasilize here. I could do a little Terra action if I want to, but easily got to taunt up onto this Porygon too. Who could Ghost Terra? You know, we're just going to stay here and just go Surging Strikes. Just choicing Surging Strikes here. Ends up withdrawing Magearna, and who are you going to go into? Charizard, maybe? Yep. Charizard pops out here. We'll probably end up hard swapping him for somebody else next turn. Or I can hard swap Incineroar next turn. But Surging Strike's going to fly here. Do about -6 damage in the sunlight. Look at this. Oh my lord. I have never seen a Surging Strikes do less damage than this. That might be the least amount of damage Surging Strikes has ever done. Look at that. Nothing. It pretty much did nothing. So there's that. We end up taunting this little booger. And from here, you can't trick him. Cool. So he's probably wants to go for a collision course at least. So honestly, I'm just going to hard swap into Kyogre, get that weather. And I'm just going to Surging Strikes this slot. Start dealing some damage. He could have T-Bolt on his Porygon too. It could be a little scary, but we're going to save Incineroar for later. Bring out our Kyogre. Kyogre might take a heavy shot here, considering collision course most likely flying into the slot. But without the sunlight, it's not going to do like detrimental damage, right? It's going to do good damage, but not anything crazy. Surging Strikes flies within the range. Porygon 2 is just so bulky, man. It really is. Still great damage. We're going to do at least half, which is good news. We'll bring him down to yellow. A little bit of yellow action. There's that. There's the collision course that we knew was flying here. And what's this going to do? Half? A little bit more than half. Going for T-Bolt? That's the real question. Terra Blast. Okay. Dang, P2. How you doing more damage than my Urshifu in the rain? How you doing more damage than my Urshifu in the rain? I get a little bit of leftovers HP here. Just going to end up protecting you and taking care of this P2 here. Just going to take care of the P2. He ends up withdrawing Charizard, which is totally fine. And he going into here. Are you going back? No, you're going Araquanid here. Protect the Kyogre and we'll get rid of P2. That's fine. So we already know what's going to happen here. We're going to KO the P2. He's going to bring back out the Charizard, and from here I think hard swapping our Kyogre back into like Incineroar could just be the play. Your choice with Urshifu. Um, A little bit leftovers never hurt. I have Meloetta. Which Meloetta, I mean, can do big time damage into Koraidon with Psychic. But out comes back to Koraidon, and this is terrifying. What do I even do here? What is the plan here? Definitely gotta swap into Incineroar for weather. And then from here, I mean, I think we just let our guy die out here. I really do. I don't think hard swapping or double swapping is gonna be the play. So I'm just gonna let Urshifu die out here. If we can do a little bit of damage before we go, I mean, it's better than nothing. Araquanid has water bubble, so that's something I don't want to send a shot into. And I'd rather just go into Incineroar and Intimidate and hope that Koraidon is actually not Clear Amulet here, which it probably is, right? Most likely we're going to see Clear Amulet pop. No, it's not. That's beautiful. So Intimidate works on 2 physical attackers here. That's big time. And out comes Terror type. It's going to be Koraidon? I hope it's Koraidon into Fire. Oh, okay. Right? Fire? Yes. Okay, so Surge Strikes can actually do a little bit better damage here, right? A little bit better damage. That's solid. Surge Strikes flies. This is better than the last time, right? This is better than the last time. Doing relatively okay damage now. Nothing crazy, but still, that's better than last time. It's way better than last time. So he ends up going into Fire Terror. Maybe thinking I'm popping an Ice Beam or something. He's going to rip a Flame Charge here. Can I soak this? I do soak this. Urshifu still might outspeed. Urshifu might just outspeed. And he goes for a Trailblaze here just for a speed boost. Okay, so now I have Fake Out ready to roll. Honestly, just going for like a parting shot here. Might just be your play. And doubling down at Koraidon. Not going for Fake Out. Not going for Fake Out. I probably should have. I probably should have won for Fake Out. We might have been able to KO. And oh, are we going to KO regardless? Come on, Urshifu. Really? Yeah, we should have faked out. We should have faked out. That hurts the soul. That hurts the soul. There's that. Collision Course is going to launch here. Is that into Incineroar? No, he's taking out the Urshifu, man. Leaving my Incineroar on the field. Leaving the lovely Incineroar on the field. We got this thing down to 1 HP. I don't really have anything that can outspeed it now, which really sucks, but Liquidation's not going to do anything crazy in the sunlight. Actually, that's still solid damage. And he's -1. That's kind of crazy. He's hitting like that. Parting Shot's going to dip. I'm going to make this thing -2, and I guess we'll just bring out Kyogre at this point, right? I guess we'll just go Kyogre Meloetta. I still have Terror type. You have Fairy, which is pretty good. Fairy, I gotta watch out for Trailblaze. I get a little bit of leftovers here, which is good news. And I could just go right back into Incineroar if I really want to. I'm gonna go into Meloetta. I'm gonna save the Incineroar because I think he hard swaps Koraidon. I think there's a chance that he hard swaps Koraidon and we get off a Calm Mind here. And we just Thunder. Right? I do believe he swaps Koraidon. I do believe he swaps Koraidon for weather control here. This is gonna be the play. This is I'm making a read here to kind of win this game. And if we don't make the read, we might just lose this game. He U-turns, that's fine. I'm cool with that. That works. Any type of swap, any type of pivot is good for us. That's fine. He might go for a Trailblaze here. He is -1. I could always hard swap into Incineroar. And out comes the Magearna. And I get off Calm Mind boost. So I'm boosting. I know I can't send water moves into this Arachnid. It's just not good. It's just no bueno. But Thunder at the same time can have a high chance of paralyzing. He goes for Liquidation here. Just gonna KO us, isn't it? You're outspeeding my Meloetta. Let me see your speed, Meloetta. An Arachnid. I know it's +1. I know Arachnid's +1. Now this thing's so hard boosted. Oh, man. I know Arachnid's +1 on speed. But still, let me see your speed. I would still think you would outspeed. That's tough news. Alright, Incineroar. Let's do it. Let's do it. I know Water Bubble's a thing. What's the plan here? There goes the attack drop. Good hard swap back into Cryodown. We are just going to go for the Origin Pulse regardless. And I'm just going to fake out this slot. We're Calm Mind boosted. Origin Pulse should do relatively good damage. He could end up hard swapping into Sunlight. And he is going to go this route, which is tough because now he could pop a Trick Room, which honestly would help us, but still. Cryodown flies through here. We get rid of Cryodown though. The Cryodown dies out here. Bam, bye-bye to you. And man, that Meloetta Thunder could have been real nice. Especially having a high chance of paralyzing that Araquanid. I think it's over 50% at that point. But now this thing's just so hard boosted. Origin Pulse going to fly into Sunlight. Still do okay damage. He's going to end up ripping a Gleam. Can we soak this? Kyogre does, but that's not going to be good enough. That is not going to be good enough for us. Especially with Sunlight fully out now. Magruna's just boosted. Man, dude, that Meloetta. That Meloetta dying out. That hurt the soul. This was still a solid match all across the board. Honestly, that Araquanid still hitting like a truck. Even in Sunlight and in being -1. It's just hitting hard. But I'm just going to run this match up here. GG's to our opponent here. We're going to go hop into our second match. Match number 2 time. Up against a Regulation I team with no weather, so this could honestly be pretty good for us. I mean, we can go Meloetta and Kyogre right off the rip here if we really want to, but they kind of have like a speedy team, right? Low-key, right? Low-key a speedy team. I mean, Urshifu, Kyogre's actually sounding really good, or I could just go Tornadus here. I mean, we don't really need Tornadus. I mean, Tailwind could be nice. They could go for Wyguard. You know what? I'm going to go into these two. Bring Meloetta. Bring Incineroar. I want Incineroar, kind of. Yeah, we're going to go Incineroar. We are going to go Incineroar. So we're 0-1 to get things started here. Meloetta did absolutely nothing there, but take a nice little liquidation in the rain from, what was it, Araquanid. Just got absolutely buried. Other than that, it looked pretty cool. It made a cool sound. But we're trying to get after it here. They go Gouging Fire with Suicune here. Not bad for us. Not terrible. I mean, Calm Mind Boost is looking pretty nice here. They could go for Tailwind with Suicune. That is an option. Thing is going to boost your energy up, and I know it has probably Snarl, right? Or Breaking. It probably has Breaking Swipe. It's going to Photosynthesis boost it. I didn't catch what it Photosynthesis boosted into. But yeah, I'm going to go Calm Mind Boost. And I'm just going to go Surgeon Strikes into a slot. Give me no reason not to. I mean, Suicune could also go for Calm Mind here. I feel like Suicune's just like low-key, like a solid Pokemon. Like, it does decent damage, it's bulky, it learns great moves like Calm Mind and Tailwind. It does also learn Snarl, doesn't it? Ooh, Suicune can be very annoying here. Suicune can be very annoying. Meloetta might have to pop out here and drop some Thunders. Might have to do that. I do have Electric Terra on Kyogre with Thunder, so I have to use that. But we're just going to see a Terra-type launch right here, right now. Most likely into the Gouging Fire. Maybe Grass. What you got for us? Fairy, that's totally fine. The Fairy pokes out here. And I'm still ripping the Surge Strikes. Doing great damage. Bam, there's 1. There's 2. And lucky number 3. Bam, bringing it down pretty low. Past half. Like that a lot. There's that. Breaking Swipe. He's going to end up flying here. Not really doing too much here because it lowers physical attack. And Kyogre special attacking. And I'm choicing to a critting move, so not too worried about that. I get off my Calm Mind boost, and I think Suicune might just pop a Tailwind here. He might just pop a Tailwind. Let's see. Where are you going for Snarl? What you got here? Let me go for Snarl here. Dodge a Kyogre. Who dodged it? Kyogre dodged that. Kyogre did dodge it. That's pretty news. That's real good news. That's real good news. That's real good news. I like that. I like that. I might just... Oh, no, I don't have Thunder. Why did I think I had Thunder? I thought I did have Thunder, but I'm just going to protect Kyogre, get a little bit more HP back, and just try to keep my Calm Mind boost right now, and save it for a time where I can use that +1 to our advantage. But let's just protect Kyogre, play it slow. We got Meloetta in the back end. And Surgeon Strikes, we're going to get rid of Gouging Fire, get it on out my face. And we'll probably see another Snarl fly here, right? Most likely. That was a big time Snarl dodge. How often do you dodge Snarls? Not too often, right? Not too often, so I'll take that one. I'll take that one all day. I think they're going to go for another one here. Or are they going to set up their Tailwind? No, they're doing this. You little booger. All right, we got to get after you. We got to get after you somehow. Suicune's a little bit of a problem. Not just a little bit, a lot of bit of a problem. A lot of bit of a problem. Okay. So that play call here, because Lunala's going to fly through here. He could easily wide guard. I mean, Certain Strike's definitely going to be the call. I do have Incineroar in the back end and Meloetta, but I want to hard swap you. Definitely going to go Origin Pulse here. I'm just going to Certain Strikes. I'm doubling down Lunala. Suicune could be a tough little customer here. Certain Strikes flies, going to get rid of Shadow Shield, which is a beautiful sight to see, right? Very beautiful. And Origin Pulse might just be able to dump on Lunala. I hope so. I think getting rid of Lunala will be huge here. And I double connect. Bye-bye Lunala. That's cool. That's dope. Awesome. Get it on at my face. So Lunala gone. Suicune on the other hand. What are you going for? I don't think you have too many moves that can really destroy me here. Icy Wind flies. So its move pool so far is Snarl, Calm Mind, Icy Wind. And it's got to be like Scald or something, right? I mean, at this point, I mean, hard swapping probably Urshifu into Meloetta. Might just be my play. Kind of going from there. Depending on who they bring out. Maybe Zamazenta. Might just... honestly, might just, I'm gonna protect this turn. You know, I'm just gonna keep chipping up damage with you. Certain Strikes. Let's just keep chipping up damage. I'm scared of the wide guard. I'm scared of the body press. He ends up going for wide guard. It's gonna be a free match for us. This is pretty free. As much as I want to get out Meloetta, this is just the Urshifu Kyogre show right here. Just getting after it. This is gonna do more than half. If this is more than half, it's game. Yeah, cool. Unless rain ends next turn. Does rain end? It shouldn't. It should not. Went for the wide guard there. Not the play. Not the play, Mr. Zamazenta. My speed does drop. If rain's gone, we're going to swap. But if rain's not gone, then we're just going to stay here and rip another Certain Strikes. I think we have one more turn on rain at least. I believe Jeans has one more turn. I do. Origin Pulse, Certain Strikes. GG's. Game set match. Game set match, because Zamazenta's dead and Suicune really can't do much here. Actually, you outspeed me. Never mind, I lied. I lied. Urshifu gone. Zamazenta might be gone, but I mean, you can easily dodge an Origin Pulse. Scald flies. Doing minimal damage. But it gets a burn. But it gets a burn. Tell me how you can burn my water type Pokemon. That's crazy work. Origin Pulse flies. Bye-bye Zamazenta. Rain's gone, but still going to bring out Meloetta. Try to land a nice little Thunder or two. And I believe they just cancel the match, right? They have to just cancel the match. Give me Meloetta, baby. But yeah, Suicune's one of those Pokemon that's kind of just like annoying to play up against. Not because like it's such like an offensive threat. It's just too bulky on defense. It's kind of tough to play up against. Considering with like Snarl, Icy Wind, it just kind of pesters around. It really does. But I go into Meloetta. I guess I'll just Calm Mind boost here again. And I'll start ripping some Thunders. Might as well. And I land my first one. Come on, baby. This should probably paralyze with Serene Grace. And it does not. Hurts the soul. Hurts the soul. It does not. He ends up snarling me. Our best bet is probably just swap Kyogre. Save it for later. Actually, I mean, we can just sit here and Calm Mind boost and just keep doing this. Those leftovers could be tough. I mean, yeah, it's going to be my play. We're just going to go Calm Mind, Calm Mind, Calm Mind, and then just keep sending Thunders, right? Just cancel the match. Come on now. Don't make this longer than it has to be. Calm Mind, Thunder. Let's send it. Calm Mind's gonna actually go first here, and he's boosting. Can we get this? Can we just land this Thunder and just paralyze this thing? Be very nice for me. We do land a Thunder. Give me the paralyze. Give me the paralyze. Just give me the paralyze. No, we're not getting the paralyze. Are you? This thing's Cobra Cloak. 100%. 1000% this thing's Cobra Cloak. So I end up doing that. Honestly, hard swapping into Incineroar is probably best bet. Just so I can fake out Calm Mind, and then knockoff should be able to do relatively decent damage. Yeah, I'm with that. They're really going to stay in this match. I mean, I'm going to win this one regardless. It's just a matter of time, right? It's more so, are we going to do it now, or are we going to do it in a couple minutes? But we're going to go for another Calm Mind here. Swap Meloetta, bring out my Incineroar, or as I like to call it, Wincineroar, because this thing is just a win condition. It wins every single match, pretty much, right? Wincineroar over here. Get it, baby. Can't fake it out. Inner Focus is a thing, but I can use Knockoff here. And I can Terrasilize, because I saw my Terra type, which I am going to do, because... you know, a Scald is not looking too pretty here for Wincineroar over here. So I Calm Mind boost again. Just keep on boosting that special attack stat. And Leftovers flying. Alright. I feel like he has to attack now with Incineroar on the field. I feel like he has to attack. So let me see my Kyogre stats. It's got to be +3 attack, +4 special defense. Right? Yep, 3-4. From here though, you know, we'll go for another Calm Mind. We'll Terrasilize you into Bug, and do we taunt or do we knock off? We just go for knockoff. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with Suicune. It's just so annoying, right? Like, you see it's not that big of an offensive threat, but like, it's just sitting here being annoying. It really is. So we go into Bug Terror type with Incineroar here. Skull is going to fly. We've seen that coming from a mile away, but still we're able to soak this. And of course he picks up a burn. It's going to get scary real quick. Of course he picks up a burn. Knockoff flies. Get rid of its leftovers, which is actually really big for me. And I'm leftovering up. Okay, cool. So now I'll just start attacking. It's pretty simple as that, right? Of course he picks up the burn. That knockoff should have KO'd and just won us the game. Let me see your stats real quick. What do you got? You're +3 on both sides. Okay, we should be fine here. To just rip an Origin Pulse. And just go for another knockoff. Easy place for us. He goes for a Snarl. That's fine. That's going to win us this game. Of course you get a crit too. Alright, cool. We should win the game here. Origin Pulse connects. And Origin Pulse KOs. Beautiful. So this, like I said, this match was way longer than it had to be, but we end up winning. We're sitting 1-1. Third and final match underway. Let's try to use Meloetta a little bit more here. And honestly, we can probably lead it here. I kind of like it for the lead. So I'm going to end up leading Meloetta alongside with Kyogre. Or do I go Speakitrol? I think Speakitrol might be a little bit better here. Yeah, we're going Kyogre and Tornadus here. Just a simple lead with Meloetta in the back end. And then last but not least, either Incineroar or Urshifu. And kind of looking at this, Incineroar's looking pretty good here. Super effective into the Farigiraf. Has Intimidate to deal with some of the physical attackers. Deals with Calyrex really well. I'm with it. So Incineroar going to pop out here. Trying to use Meloetta here a little bit more. But like I mentioned in today's team preview at the start of the video, it's just very underwhelming. It's very mediocre. So it's kind of tough to use. Got to use a little bit in match number 2 there. Dropping a few Thunders. Doing relatively decent damage, but this is fine. Electric Siege, Farigiraf going to pop out here. Tailwind for me is definitely my play. Might even Volt Switch Pivot, but I'm gonna go. Do I even want to go Tailwind here? Might just attack. Might just Bleak Wind, just in case he wants to pop it. What's it called? A Trick Room. I'm gonna go Electric Terror and just Calm Mind boost. That's what I'm gonna do, because there's a chance he Volt Switch pivots, and then he also goes for Trick Room. Yeah, we might just lose our Tornadus here in one shot. We'll see. But Electric Terror pokes out here. Goes for Electric Drift. He is going to take out care of my Tornadus, which sucks. Tornadus dead. Just gone. And Farigiraf, what are you doing here? Friggies? Miraidon shows that it's Life Orb. I feel like Farigiraf is popping a Trick Room, which I kind of hope at this point now. I kind of hope he's popping Trick Room at this point. And he does. Cool. The Trick Room flies. That's fine by me. Now we can bring out Meloetta and be pretty decent here. Yeah, I'm with it. So Meloetta. Getting after it. We got that Calm Mind boost. Origin Pulse can do relatively decent damage. And I could just go for a Psychic Stab, which I am going to do, with Origin Pulse. I'm with it. Hyper Voice flies, does okay damage. And this thing's got Throat Spray. Oh, it wasn't Electric Seeds. I just assumed it was Electric Seeds. The Throat Spray pops, special attack is boosted. Psychic's going to launch with Meloetta. How much damage is this thing doing? Great damage. Great damage. Origin Pulse flies, baby. We ride on going for Rickarath going. Let's go. Let's go. Meloetta, that was clutch. I love it. I love it. But now we're sitting in a weird position because they definitely have Ursaluna in the back end, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan because inside this Trick Room, he's going to be able to just rip with like EQ or something and take care of my Kyogre. It's not going to be good. And my Incineroar if I bring it out here. There's Sneasel. Show me no Ursaluna. Show me, I'd rather see Calyrex here. Okay, cool. No Ursaluna. Love it. Love it. That's totally fine. That's really good. Because you're probably Electric Seeds, right? Sneasel, you got to be Electric Seeds here. You are. So both you guys are flying in speed. Both of them are zooming right now. So this is fine. I can rip a Psychic into this slot. And I can rip another Origin Pulse. Give me that. Give me that. We'll see a Terror-type launch. Who's going to be Sneasler? Maybe Dark Sneasler? Oh, don't tell me it's Dark Sneasler. You little booger. You little booger. That's fine. That's fine. With these Trick Room turns, Origin Pulse can still rip up some damage here. Psychic going to do absolutely nothing here. Good Terror-type on their end. And Origin Pulse launches. Double connects with Calm Mind boost. Bye-bye Sneasler. Focus Sash up onto Calyrex. And that's going to be game because I don't think he can KO anybody. I got normal type of Meloetta. Kyogre chilling here. We are kicking it. Oh, and we soaked that no problem. And we soaked that no problem. Thanks for playing. Probably should just went for a Shadow Ball into Calyrex. That probably would have been the better play, but still. Now I'll switch it over. Shadow Ball, switch to Ice Beam, and they probably just cancel match. And they do. So big time reads. We read them going in Trick Room. We end up taking match number 3. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Meloetta in Ranked Regulation J actually worked out to be pretty good, especially in match number 3. Match number 1, it got dumped on. Match number 2, it did a little bit of damage with Thunder. And then match number 3, it did great damage into me right on with Psychic, which I absolutely love. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positivity, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.